Welcome to CoinQuest, our video where we discuss the 1968 Lincoln cent. If you have one of these coins in your collection, you might be sitting on something valuable. In this video, we will go over the history of this penny, why it is worth money, and its current market value. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It replaced the Indian head cent and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure instead of symbolic representations. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin initially had wheat stalks on the reverse, which remained until 1959. In 1959, to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the reverse design changed to the Lincoln Memorial, which remained until 2008. The 1968 penny belongs to this Lincoln Memorial series. The 1968 Lincoln cent was minted in 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia minted coins do not have a mint mark, while those from Denver bear a small d mint mark, and those from San Francisco have an S mint mark. The mintage for 1968 pennies was high, meaning most of these coins are common. However, certain variations and conditions can make them highly valuable. One of the key factors determining the value of the 1968 penny is its condition. Coins in uncirculated condition or graded MS65 and above can fetch a premium price. Additionally, errors such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, and repunched mint marks can increase the coin's value significantly. Collectors always seek out rare errors that make a coin stand out. A standard circulated 1968 penny is usually worth just face value or slightly above, depending on its condition. However, uncirculated examples can sell for a few dollars, and those in the highest grades can reach even higher values. The most sought-after variety is the 1968 double die penny, which has noticeable doubling on the obverse. These can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on grade and demand. Another factor that influences the value of these pennies is their metal composition. The 1968 Lincoln cent is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. Since copper prices fluctuate, the intrinsic metal value of the coin changes over time. At times when copper prices are high, even common pennies can be worth more than face value just for their metal content. As of the current market, circulated 1968 pennies are worth about 1 to 5 cents, while uncirculated ones can range from a few dollars to around $20 or more. Key varieties and high-grade specimens may fetch significantly more at auctions and from collectors who specialize in Lincoln cents. Rare error coins can command prices in the hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on demand and overall rarity. To find out if your 1968 Lincoln cent is valuable, check for its condition, mint mark, and any possible errors. If you suspect you have a rare variety, consider having it professionally graded by a service such as PSGS or NGC. Certified coins tend to sell for higher prices, especially if they are in mint state or proof condition. In conclusion, the 1968 Lincoln cent is a fascinating piece of history and can be worth much more than its face value under the right circumstances. While most 1968 pennies are common and only worth a few cents, those in high grades or with rare errors can be valuable additions to any coin collection. If you have one, make sure to examine it carefully, and who knows, you might just have a hidden treasure in your pocket. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this information helpful, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more coin collecting tips and valuable coin guides, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting and numismatics. Today, we will be discussing the 1981 Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, its history, its value, and whether or not it is worth a lot of money in the current market. So make sure you stay until the end as we break down everything you need to know about this iconic penny. Now let's begin with the history of the Lincoln cent, which has been a staple of U.S. currency for over a century. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was designed by Victor David Brenner and featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse with the words "In God We Trust" along the top, and the word "Liberty" on the left side, followed by the year of mintage. The reverse originally had 2 wheat ears, hence the nickname Wheat Penny, but in 1959 the U.S. Mint changed the design to the Lincoln Memorial. To mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the memorial design remained in place until 2008. Before the coin transitioned to the Union Shield design in 2010. Now let's focus on the 1981 Lincoln penny and why it is a topic of interest for collectors. The 1981 penny was minted in large quantities at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia minted coins bear no mint mark, while the Denver minted ones have a small d, and the San Francisco minted coins carry an S, which designates them as proof coins minted for collectors. In terms of composition, the 1981 penny is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc and tin. This was one of the last years before the composition changed to a copper-plated zinc planchet in 1982 due to rising copper costs. Because of this, the 1981 penny has a melt value that is higher than 1 cent simply because of its copper content, which is worth around 2 to 3 cents based on copper prices. However, most circulated examples are still worth only face value unless they are in uncirculated or special condition. Now let's talk about errors and varieties that can make the 1981 Lincoln cent worth significantly more money. One major error collectors look for is the doubled die obverse, which features slight doubling on the lettering or Lincoln's profile. These errors are rare and can fetch anywhere from $50 to several $100s depending on the severity of the doubling. Another valuable error is an off-center strike where the design is not properly aligned with the coin planchet. If a penny is off-center by a large percentage, but still has a visible date, it can be worth anywhere from $20 to a few $100s depending on the degree of misalignment. There is also the 1981 proof penny with the Type 1 and Type 2 varieties. The Type 1 has a blobby-looking S mint mark, while the Type 2 has a clearer, sharper S. The Type 2 proof penny is much rarer and can be worth over $100 in high grades. So, how much is your 1981 penny worth today? In circulated condition, a regular 1981 penny from Philadelphia or Denver is worth just 1 cent, but in uncirculated mint state condition, it can sell for a few dollars to $20 depending on its grade and luster. If you have a proof penny or an error variety, you could be looking at much higher values, especially if the coin is certified by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. To sum it up, the 1981 Lincoln penny is an interesting piece of American history, and while most of them are not worth much money, there are certain rare varieties and high-grade examples that can bring in significant premiums. If you happen to find a 1981 penny in your pocket change, it is always a good idea to inspect it carefully because you never know, you might just have a rare and valuable coin in your collection. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on coin collecting, rare coins, and valuable finds. Let us know in the comments below if you have any 1981 pennies in your collection and what condition they are in. Stay tuned for more videos, and happy collecting. Welcome to our video on the 1996 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, its history, rarity, and value. If you have a 1996 penny in your collection, you may be wondering if it holds any significant worth beyond just 1 cent. Stay tuned as we explore the background of this coin, any errors that make it valuable, and how much collectors are willing to pay for it today. Be sure to watch until the end to find out if you have a rare penny worth a lot of money. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for over a century. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the coin features Lincoln's right-facing portrait, while the reverse has undergone multiple design changes over the years. From 1959 to 2008, the reverse design featured the Lincoln Memorial, which is also present on the 1996 penny. Now, let's talk about the key details of the 1996 penny. This coin was minted at 3 different locations: the Philadelphia Mint, which produced coins without a mint mark; the Denver Mint, which has a small D mint mark; and the San Francisco Mint, which struck proof pennies with an S mint mark. The composition of the 1996 penny is primarily zinc with a thin copper coating, following the transition from solid copper pennies in 1982. These modern pennies weigh 2.5 grams and measure 19.05 millimeters in diameter. So, what makes a 1996 penny valuable? Generally, most 1996 pennies are common and found in circulation with minimal worth. However, some error coins and high-grade specimens can fetch a good price. Collectors highly value pennies with mint errors such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, broad strikes, or coins missing part of the copper plating. These errors occur during the minting process and make the coin unique, increasing its demand among numismatists. For example, a 1996 penny with a strong double die obverse, where the lettering or Lincoln's image appears doubled, could be worth between $20 and $100 depending on the severity of the doubling. An off-center strike can also increase value, with minor misalignments worth a few dollars and extreme cases where half of the design is missing fetching $50 or more. Another factor influencing a 1996 penny's value is its condition. Coins graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC are in pristine condition, showing minimal wear and strong luster. A 1996 penny in MS65 condition can be worth around $5 to $10, while those graded MS67 or higher have sold for upwards of $100 at auctions. Proof versions with deep cameo contrast and no visible imperfections are also desirable among collectors, sometimes commanding prices above $50. Let's discuss the current market value of the 1996 penny. As of today, most circulated 1996 pennies are only worth their face value, but error coins and high-grade specimens can sell for significantly more. Checking online marketplaces like eBay, heritage auctions, and coin dealer websites can provide insight into the latest sales trends. A quick search shows that common 1996 pennies in uncirculated condition sell for around $1 to $3, while rare error coins or high-graded specimens can reach prices of $50 to $200, depending on demand. So, how can you determine if your 1996 penny is worth a lot of money? First, examine it under good lighting and use a magnifying glass to look for errors such as doubling, die cracks, or missing details. Next, check the coin's condition. If it has sharp details, no scratches, and a bright luster, it might be worth grading. Finally, research recent sales of similar pennies online to estimate its potential value. In summary, while most 1996 pennies are only worth 1 cent, rare errors and high-grade specimens can be valuable. Coins with mint errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or missing plating can sell for $20 to $100 or more. High-grade examples graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC can fetch over $100. Proof pennies in perfect condition may also be worth significant amounts to collectors. If you have a 1996 penny, it is always worth taking a closer look. You never know if you might have a hidden treasure. Thanks for watching our video on the 1996 Lincoln penny value. If you found this information helpful, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more coin-related content, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments if you have a valuable 1996 penny or if you have any questions. Happy collecting, and we'll see you in the next video.